Going live. It looks like we're live. So I'm going to say hello everyone and welcome to a terrible stream for terrible people. I completely forgot to do stuff, so I'm setting things up as we speak. But how are we all doing this fine Monday? Are we good? Are we having a wonderful time? Or are we just feeling the dread of the universe on top of us while we try to make it through another day of crushing disappointment?
Option 2.
All good things, you know. How are you doing?
Option 2.
Option 2. The world is crushing disappointment.
Mm-hmm.
That's true, because, and I know this is hard to believe, but it's all the Who-mans. I blame them. Because they just go around Who-manning it up. Oh, you can't do the devil sign, Demon Orb. I saw someone put up a post today about, they went, yeah, doing the finger horns, or whatever you want to call them. Someone's like, you shouldn't do that. That's a sign that you support Satan. And they were like being unironic, and it was just one of the funniest things I've read in ages. It was absolutely phantasmistic. And yeah, that's a thing that I did today. I've been very busy. I have actually been busy. I've been working. But, yeah. Mrs. Sick has been very busy as well. She thinks she hasn't, but I call her a dirty, stinking liar. She's been playing Animal Crossing today and has gotten shitloads done in it, which is important work as far as I'm concerned, because that game is fucking awesome. Just got one of the OLED switches, and I've been playing the absolute ever-loving fuck out of it because it's really good, and I've wanted a Switch for fucking ages. So at some point during this, I'll probably start prattling on about it, but I'll spare you for now. I know that there's people here like, video games? I don't like the video games. And yeah, that's what you sound like. But I still love you. It's cool. Humans make whiskey. They can't all be bad. Yeah, but where'd they get the idea from?
Humans don't make whiskey.
I mean, barrels make whiskey. Obviously. Humans enslave barrels, poor, innocent, beautiful whiskey-filled barrels to do their bidding. We will screw everything up, exactly. I mean, there's people who take whiskey, right, and they put it in food.
Oh, for the love of God.
You're right, babes.
A teacher was almost fired for posting a photo of herself doing devil horns.
What? I mean, no, like that's stupid. But I can get why certain schools might get mad about that. But it all depends. Like, if it was just a normal school with no religious affiliations, pardon me, that's ultra dumb. But if it's if it's a religious one, it's still dumb. But I can at least understand why they would do something that dumb, and they should stop it. But yeah, having some bullet. Oh, nice. I'm having some Gentleman Jack. But my Pori bottle. I have these toppers because I have shots, and then I top it up with disgusting degenerate pop in order to make highballs or whatever they're called. And the Gentleman Jack bottle's neck is way too wide for my toppers, so I had to pour the whole thing into another bottle. But it's technically other Jack Daniels, so it's okay. Was she naked? Is that a question for the oh, I can understand why she was fired, or was she naked? Can I see? You can't have whiskey without stills. Therefore, we should all worship Stephen Stills. Okay. I thought schools were secular. I think even in the US, it depends. I know in the UK there are lots and lots of Church of England schools and others, but they have to be self-funded, basically. It's the difference between a state school and a privately funded, not necessarily private school. But yeah. I'm a classic Jack myself. Very nice. Do enjoy.
Ah, there you go. Catholic parents.
Catholic parents did a petition to get her fired, but then the students did a counter petition. They got way more signs. It was a public school. Yeah, so if it's a public school, that's obviously completely ridiculous. If it's funded by public money, that is to say. Yeah. Who cares? Like, seriously, who cares? Apart from people who don't matter, because they're getting upset about people doing a hand symbol that literally has many, many meanings in many, many different cultures. So, I don't know. Why don't you fuck off into space? Bye! Give Cersic a tube connected to a tub of whiskey. This one's on me. I mean, what you really need.
It's an IV.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly where I was going to go. It's almost like she knows me really well.
Mm.
You get the old drip, and you get that enjoyable little burn inside your veins, and then you get incredibly drunk. I've never done IV alcohol, and I would be terrified to actually do it. Can you imagine? It
doesn't work.
I imagine it doesn't work. No, I imagine
it can make you very fucking ill.
I mean, for starters, you really don't want to be getting too much blood in your alcohol system. We should fire the Pope into the sun. I mean, I wouldn't, but I wouldn't not think it was a little bit hilarious. I'm just saying. I mean, I think most destruction of human life is pretty hysterical, but yeah.
God, yeah, some of the US schools where the science teachers actually try and debunk science with scripture.
I don't know. I would be so mad.
It goes to show you that even educated people can be stupid.
I was mad enough. So at the kids' school, their old teacher called IT, information technology. She called it computering. And I was like, oh, fuck. I hope that's not like the new way to put it. Apparently it was just her, but I would just tell the kids every time, we did computering today. No, you didn't. You did IT. You did IT. It was an IT class. That's what everybody in the whole universe calls it. And that drove me mad. New teacher calls it IT because it's a person who, I don't know. Was their old teacher even like old?
No, she's my age.
So she's just ridiculous. It's computering. Oh, that drove me. So if that is the kind of thing that really drove me a little bit insane, if I find out that their fucking science teachers are teaching bullshit, I am gonna absolutely lose my mind. Butt chug. Apparently that does work. But,
well, yeah, at least it's going into your intestines.
It's going into your body. I mean, it's going into the absorbing part of your body. I do find that if you get like some really condensed whiskey, which is what it is anyway, it's pretty condensed, but you get it sort of warmed up, and then you take a deep breath of that whiskey air. That can give you a little momentary tingle. It's probably terrible for your lungs, but it's nice. I like it. Probably shouldn't do that. IV alcohol will make you do a brilliant dead. The best dead ever. Don't you have blood in your alcohol system? Yeah, but only other people's. Blood alcohol levels are for the humans to worry about. Exactly. I mean, I only use blood as a mixer, so you know. Being closed-minded and not listening to facts, theories, opinions because of God makes you stupid. Makes you very stupid. Like, at the end of the day, facts are facts. You can try and square them with your beliefs. I'm fine with people who go, okay, so I've said it before and I'll say it again. There are people who are sort of spiritual Christians, and I have zero fucking problem with them. I think their book is full of bullshit, but if they're not taking it literally, then I don't really care. But so many of them do. So many of them think that these things actually happen and it's not a book of stories. And yeah, so the people who go, this is literal, so I have to make sure that the science fits my literal interpretation, and it doesn't fucking work, because obviously it doesn't work, and then I made a career out of that fact. To an extent, anyway. If your charity work is headed up by a guy in a huge silk hat on a gold throne in a giant palace stuffed with priceless art in his own city filled with banks, I doubt his motives. Isn't there that thing where the Vatican has something like 1.4 popes per kilometers per square kilometer, which is just fucking hysterical. I love technically true facts that sound absurd.
You're getting louder and louder.
That sound absurd, but people complain about it not being loud enough. So I'm
not loud enough.
You're never loud enough.
No, I don't shout like you do.
You have more gain than me. I've got the gains. Have you done leg day yet?
I walked. And I walked a little bit down the hill. And then my mum picked me up.
Oh, yeah.
Does that count?
So confused. They usually, I was going to say they usually come in the back door, but that sounds a bit wrong. They usually approach the building from the reverse angle of it, and instead they came in the front door today. That still sounds wrong somehow. But I was very confused. Oh. I went to a Christian school and was told evolution was a lie from the pits of hell. Even though I knew that was BS. It was from the pits of Sorry, that was fucking awful.
Our kids are quite, I guess, stubborn about it. Because we've told them about religions and some people believe it and some people don't. And we're trying to be very...
We're very, very neutral.
Tender with it.
We've told the kids what we believe, and that's one of the things. Your kids are likely to believe what you believe. That's just how it fucking works. But we're not like these. Oh, God isn't real. You never let anybody tell you that. Like, we're nothing like that. That's absurd and stupid, and just leads to. I think it would turn your kids religious like super fast.
But today, the kids came out with a letter saying that they're going to be doing RE in the local church, and she's like, but there's no praying. And I was like, well, it's important to learn about other people's religions.
Yeah, this isn't about. Yeah, it's not like religions are interesting. That like no matter what how much someone doesn't like it, they're still interesting. But it's just the first time we had some family members who were a bit religious, and one of them started talking about God, and one of the kids goes, "God isn't real, though." And you could see this look like, oh, the filthy atheist parents brainwashing their kids. It's like, I didn't fucking get her to do that. I just...
RE is religious education.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, religious education. Much like IT is not called computering. What would be the computering version of RE? Religionizing.
Faithing.
Faith doing.
Faith doing.
Doing a faithing. Faithing would probably be.
Faithing, yeah.
With a F, not a TH.
Yeah.
Regular expression.
It's more close to faffing, really.
The UK is not religious at all, but so they mandate 40 minutes of religion once a month.
Yeah, it's like 52% of the UK class themselves as not being religious.
Also, saying that religious education is like doing religion, and like unless I've missed something.
Religious education, you see, some people see it as a waste of time, but I think it's important to understand how other people view things.
I think it could be folded into history.
Yeah,
but
it should be more of a. It's sort of like social. It should be social studies. So you learn about how other people see the world, which is I think that's fine. Learning about other people's views and stuff, because like if you are a complete blank slate, like a lot of kids are
in computering, RE is regular expressions.
But yeah, if you need to be able to have some sort of baseline of understanding, like the religions and people's views around you, so you're not ignorant.
Yeah, and I think it would be hilarious if I taught RE. Okay, here's what people believe. Now here's why it's fucking stupid.
You just come
these
in,
kids all come out.
You just come in clinking,
All-
clink, 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 clink.
Yeah. And then when all the kids leave, and like all these like 7 or 8 year olds, they come out with big neck beards, boys and girls alike, just fedoras, and they learn the powerful catchphrase "actually." Actually. Science alone has already debunked numerous religious beliefs throughout the centuries. Religious beliefs are not facts, nor are they scientific. Makes me giggle. I mean, yeah. So the only ones that survive that are obviously the unfalsifiable ones. But that kind of, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy in a way. It's like, you can't prove my God wrong. And that's why I know it's bullshit. It's hard not to believe in hell when you've already visited Dundee. Oh, that's mean. Dundee is fine. I've been to Dundee. That's the one with the big river, isn't it? Like, oh my God, that's such a fucking big river. I didn't really comprehend how big a river could be. I think it was... There's a Scottish... It's like a mile across. It's completely fucking...
That's not a river.
It's like a fucking lake.
That is a sea.
It is so big. I mean, it's near the mouth of the sea. But I'd never seen a river like that before that point. And my young mind was completely fucking blown. I'm like... Because it was so far, you know, the horizon was bending down. And it's like, that's a river. Fuck off.
I'm a very sheltered person, and the biggest river I've seen is Humber.
Is it with enough run up you could probably jump it?
You can see the other side of it, but it's pretty big.
How, like 10 meters, 100 meters? I don't know, Humber.
I don't do meters.
Feet.
Probably like maybe like 12 of you.
12 of me.
Yeah,
so
like that.
It's about 27 handsomes.
I'm measuring 6.
It's about 50,000 toes. You know the thumb measurement.
I'm not good with numbers, so I struggle with measurements.
We had a Thebist RE teacher. He didn't believe in himself. I feel like I've missed something there. There's only one religion, and that's America. I think you'll find there's one religion, and it's called Whisky. And it's the only one that's true, because go and find Whisky, you found it. Perfect.
You found Whisky. Congratulations.
Yeah.
You are saved.
You know when they always go on, well, if you try to find Jesus, you will find Jesus. Basically, if you work really, really hard to convince yourself of a fact, or of an idea at least, you'll believe that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how people...
It's cool. Yeah, self-delusion.
Yeah, that's what people do.
If my only way of believing your thing is self-delusion. Anyway, but if I tell you to go find some whiskey and bring it back and give it to me, but if I tell you to go find the whiskey, you'll fucking find it, because it's fucking... well, I guess there's certain countries... But I bet you could still find it in dry countries.
Humber Bridge is 2,220 meters. Right, so it's a bit longer than you.
That's pretty damned long. That's huge.
Yeah. It's great going across it.
That might be as big or bigger than the other one. I don't know. I don't know which one I'm thinking of, but no one said anything.
When I went, I used to go across it when in my dad's wagon when I was a kid, and it was really impressive.
In the wagon, you said, "Arise and prove the glurber." Okay.
Dr. Birdfly.
That's a pretty great name. You can find Jesus playing for Man City. I mean, I'm assuming it's a Jesus situation, which is a hell of a name. My cousin is Jesus. Sick. Is Tom Brown always so stupid? Well, I have multiple videos of his in my sort of extended timeline. And yes, I haven't found one I haven't found one discussing a topic I give a shit about that wasn't completely ridiculous. He's quite the lol cow, as they say. The Humber Bridge does debunk the flat Earth, though, because the towers are not parallel due to curvature.
Dun dun dun.
That must be because of the government. The government built it like that to disprove the fact of the flat Earth. Yeah, that's the one, ain't it? Jesus only does the bowling. Jesus does love bowling.
And curling.
He's very bad at it, though. And curling out a big ropey shit.
That was one of his miracles. He just keeps going.
And he just like starts travelling upwards. It's a bit like
No, he gets bored and starts walking, and he carries on.
Oh my god. We could follow him anywhere. We could always find Jesus. Using the trail of shit he left behind everywhere.
The curl turd.
Touch the turd of Christ. No, wait, don't sniff your finger. Oh, God. That's disgusting. Welcome to the Terrible Stream for Terrible People. We talk about Jesus having an infinite shit. Jesus rocks it on the tango floor. I mean, is that a floor made out of the fizzy beverage tango? So it would be sort of an orange flavour or possibly apple. One of the flavours of tango. I'm not sponsored by Tango, but you know you should go out and drink a tango. Hey Tango, send me free tango. That used to be my favourite drink, but then I found whiskey, and it doesn't go well with whiskey. Like, no, seriously. Someone had... God, I went out partying, one of my early days of partying. And I say partying, clubbing, metal clubbing.
2,220 meters is 12.6. Therefore, Sir Sick is 185 meters tall.
I mean, that doesn't sound inaccurate. But yeah, I went out with some friends.
Godzilla.
Gojira. Sick Jira! And I'm like, "Brr." I mean, I do have a habit of destroying Tokyo. I mean, usually drunk, but, you know, it's happened. It's a bit embarrassing. I'm not proud of it much. I mean, it's a whole city. You got to be a bit proud. Hey, says Sick and Mrs. Sick, I join you during my lunch. I hate mandatory overtime. Are they paying you loads, though? And if they are, you should totally like it. I don't know. No. Don't give me money. I mean, maybe, but only if you can afford it. I actually met God in a psych ward. I was in for a month and couldn't understand why the doctors told him he had delusions of grandeur. I don't understand.
Oh, I saw this really cool thing.
What's in my penis?
No, it's classed as unethical because it was.
That still sounds like my penis.
Yeah, I think it was done in in the 80s or the 70s. They decided to get a load of Jesuses, like people who thought they were Jesus, and put them in a room together to see how they are.
Yeah.
And while they all started off like really calm and nice and everything like that,
when one of them went, "I'm Jesus Christ of Nazareth,"
and then they started getting more and more frustrated with each other, and then they started like trying to attack each other. Yeah.
I shouldn't laugh. These people are clearly not well. But I can't... You can see the scientists there just like, this is fucking... Like, you know what we should do? We got this grant, right? They want us to do some fucking studies on religious thinking. I got a plan. Oh my God, that's funnier than it should be. I'm a bad person, but then you already knew that. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. What do you call a Batman that skips church every Sunday? Christian Bale. What What? What's Batman got to do with skipping church?
Christian Bale.
Oh,
Oh my
I
god.
just got it.
You're a bit slow, aren't you?
It's just I'm thinking Christian Bale is Batman, though. One of them.
But when Christian Bale was playing as Batman, he had that weird, like, sort of style on his face.
Style?
Yeah, he had like a spot or something on his face, and the entire time,
Sty.
yeah, the entire time I was watching that, I could not focus on it.
Is this like the fact that is it Tom Cruise?
Oh yeah,
Tom Cruise has a tooth in the middle of his face.
Yeah, every time I see him smile, I can't.
It's really fucking weird.
Can't unsee it. Yeah.
And you know what? You can give him a lot of shit. I mean, he is the poison dwarf, but he's never had that corrected.
Well,
And
no.
that shows some fucking... Yeah, that's how I look. I like the way I look. Either that or he never noticed and now it's too late.
Yeah.
But I like the idea that he's like, no, fuck you. I'm Tom Cruise. Fuck you. Because if I was Tom Cruise, I'd be like, nah, fuck you. I'll be honest. Maybe I secretly am Tom Cruise. And I just can pull off such an amazing accent other than my... No, that proves that I'm not Tom Cruise because he can't fucking do anything. Tom Cruise playing Tom Cruise in Tom Cruise the movie. Oh, poor Tom Cruise. He can't act. No, I'm not bitter. Wait, Batman is Patrick Bateman? Do you know what? That's what I thought. When it turned out, Chris, because I loved American Psycho. What a movie. Jesus Christ. The fucking card scene. Like, I will just load that up randomly to watch. Oh, so good. But when they went, oh yeah, Christian Bale is going to be Batman. And I was like, yeah, that's going to be fucking awesome. And it was. Especially the second movie. Jesus Christ, what a film.
Like, I've heard things like Christian Bale's supposed to be a bit of a dick, but he's a really good actor. He's good at what he does.
The thing about Christian Bale going bonkers on the set of Terminator, I mean, in a sense, that's, yeah. But you've got to bear in mind that he was on the set of a multi-million-dollar production, and someone came in and fucked with it. Now, maybe he was doing that because it was his scene, but also remember that one person fucking that up fucks it up for multiple people. There are dozens of people there trying to work to get the shot right. If you want to have like a really charitable interpretation of that thing, he's pissed off for fucking everyone. I don't know. I don't know the guy, so I couldn't tell you that. But just because you see, like, there's the fallacy that like everyone is the protagonist of their own life, and you see someone do something and you think he did that because he's an asshole. But if you do something stupid, you accidentally go through a red light, or you accidentally do this, that, and the other, some stupid fucking thing that everyone else is going to see and think that you're a prick. But you know, oh no, I was having a really bad day and all this shit happened and I was distracted and, you know, my mum's dying of fucking super cancer. You know, everybody thinks like that. The important thing is to try not to, but, you know, that's just kind of how it works. So when you see someone going bananas on a tape thing, there's maybe something behind that. Maybe they are just an arsehole. Because some of the guys who cut you up in traffic are just fucking assholes.
I refuse to watch American Psycho because of the cat scene, but seeing has helped me cope with accepting cat cruelty, at least in the fictional sense.
At the end of the day, the cat scene, nothing bad happens to the cat.
I never saw American Psycho before, and you showed it to me.
Yeah.
And I could see you sort of grinning slightly at the side just before the scene happened. And then it happened, I was like, oh my god!
It's not even that bad.
No, it's not.
It's just mostly funny. It says, please feed me a cat. It's like, feed me a stray cat. I may have gotten that from somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm an ATM. That's the true secret. Sessick is a hungry ATM looking for stray cats. Yeah, but that scene itself is just fucking awesome. Just, yeah. What a film. I mean, spoilers. It's a good film. That's the spoiler. It's really good. I like it. Which, if not me, I'm the antagonist of my life. Oh, oh, that's me, IRL shit. Do you know who really fucks me? That guy in the mirror. That guy can fuck right off. He keeps doing all this stupid shit that ruins my life every day. I'm just a side character. Yeah. Being a protagonist sounds like too much effort. Just because you're a protagonist doesn't mean you're like a hero. Just to bear, like, the protagonist of Ferris Bueller's Day Off is technically Ferris Bueller, and he's a fucking bellend. Although there's an argument that it's his mate instead, and he's like, yeah, well, whatever. I'm not going to go into fucking film theory. And not that film theory, I just mean theory, yeah, whatever. I like movies. Shut up. He said to the wall of text in front of him. Went to see American Psycho for a first date with my current girlfriend. There you go. That's
the true test.
That is the way to get the ladies. I would say that or Scarface, but Scarface is way too long. I can't.
Yeah, Scarface is all right, but there's something about American Psycho.
It's not 3 hours long.
Well, there's that as well, but when you're watching it and you've never seen it before, when things happen, it's so unexpected.
If it's the kind of film that you can sit with, a film for people who like American Psycho that I always suggest is Buffalo Soldiers with Joaquin Phoenix. That is a really good film.
Yeah.
In fact, I have a bit of a soft spot for films from the sort of late 90s, early 2000s that are set in the 80s. There's a few of them like that I really, really... I am a theory. Thank you. Am I a scientific theory? Or am I just a theory? A friend of mine used to say, past me ruined it for me. That's why I'm going to ruin it for future me. Damn, that hit me right in the feels, bruh.
That's lead, that is.
I mean, past me has had something against me since he started making me put on weight. Prick.
You've always been big, though. Ever since I met you, you were big.
I wasn't that big when we met. Nowhere near. Because I was starving artisty type level then.
You were still pretty big.
I was big, but I wasn't...
Yeah, you were big.
Nowhere near as that now. I bet if you saw, like, naked shot.
I've seen some old...
I mean, I've never had a six-pack.
I've seen old pictures of you, and damn, you do look good. But at the same time... you're still big.
You have a bit of a soft spot. Are you a baby? It's not on my head. I mean, that's just like
it's between his
crater.
legs. It's between his legs.
Fuck you. It's between my cheeks. Joaquin Phoenix was the star of Space Camp. I'm not sure if you're calling him a space cadet or not, or if that's an actual film. Sick is just a theory. A sick theory. I mean...
Drunk theory.
Drunk, yeah. Drunk theory is the best way to put it. If you want a bad but good, but not so bad it's good movie, I'd recommend Twin Towns. If you want a good but bad but good movie, I'd recommend... Is it just called Twins? The one with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito.
Oh my god,
I have a soft spot for that.
I love that. That movie's good. It's funny as fuck.
I have a funny feeling... Like, all the sort of 90s comedies with Arnold Schwarzenegger, for the most part, are just, like, 9 months. What the fuck was that? Is that the one where he gets pregnant?
I haven't seen that one.
That's so ridiculous. Such a dumbass movie. Oh, I need to hunt down this shit. Space Camp, 1986. Oh, he must have been a youngin' then.
A young phoenix.
I was big. That's what she said. She was big. Okay. What about Shatner going to space? Will flat earthers believe him if he makes it back in one piece? I seriously doubt that if William Shatner went to space, since he was in a TV show about going into space, they would also obviously go the obvious, irrefutable logic of a dickhead that the flat earthers have will be, well, he was in a TV show about going into space, so of course he'd pretend to go into space. I'm a very clever person with a brain.
Yeah,
And that's just a lie.
I thought Shatner was like very wooey.
Shatner is... I don't know. I haven't heard much of him lately.
Yeah,
I know he's kind of a dick.
Yeah, but he's also kind of like into pseudoscience.
I mean, a lot of celebrities are.
Yeah, they are, true.
I think the thing is, you get into celebrity status and then all the dipshits come out of the woodwork to come and sell you on something bullshitty. That's why you have to remain as anonymous as you can be and just keep everyone the fuck away from you, because everyone wants to tell you something. Everyone's got some thing they believe that they want. I say everyone. It's not even close to everyone. There's just a bunch of them, and they're out there, and they want to tell you things. People who have sent me long fucking diatribes about some fucking I don't know. I've read it all. I've read it all. I mean, and it's just like, I don't even know why you're even trying. Cersig is 185 meters tall, just a theory, and likes twins. I mean, I like the movie Twins. I see. Yeah, that's about it. I have kids twins, but that has nothing to do with the movie from whenever it came out.
What about?
What about?
Japanese twins who
What?
are adults.
Okay. I mean, if you're into that.
You like Asian birds.
I like Asian birds, but then I like all sorts of feminine... I like the feminine form. That's what I'm into. I like boobies and I like bums. I like pairs of things. And I like pears. And I like peaches.
Oh, great, now I'm setting him off.
Look, I'm going to move into the countries and I'm going to eat a lot of peaches. And that's all that really matters. Hans Wormhat would say, "Meow, now they aren't even pretending anymore." Yeah, pretty much. After space, Shatner shat himself. Kirk's still a hero. I don't know. I could never get into the old... The only one that I've ever seen is The Trouble with Tribbles, which I've seen like dozens of times. And then they made an episode about it on DS9, and it's like, it's the only one that matters anymore. It's the only one that's fucking canon.
He would not be into me being a twin. Like, if there was a clone of me...
What, two annoying bastards?
Yeah,
Jesus.
I'm hard work as it is.
And fannies? I mean, fannies are fine, but I like the booty, and I like the boobies. I like anything that can jiggle. And a jiggly vagina... is
hilarious.
Fine, but not something that I consider, really. It's not as fun to look at as the other two. Let me put it that way.
It'd make a great noise, though.
It would, I imagine, just the masturbation noise, to be honest.
Yeah, basically.
Shatner was hilarious on Boston Legal. I've heard that that's pretty good. If you have two of a thing, that's obviously better than just one, unless it's a tumor, of course. Yeah, there's lots of things. I had one lava shit, but then I had another, and that was much better. They're all pink on the inside, black with the lights out, and Asian when I close my... Oh, for fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. Ah, dear God, no. The dear God... He does say no. Fair play to chat. He's terrified and still going. Got to be 50-50 on him not scattering him across the US. I mean, who's he going with? If he's going with the SpaceX, then I've seen a number of their fuck ups. I wouldn't be confident. I'll be honest. Anyone got the brain bleach? No, I already drank it. Tom Cruise and Arnold Schwarzenegger in juggling fannies. For fuck's sake. Right, keep people entertained. I need a piss.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I know. I do this because I'm funny. Elbow the mic.
I had a girlfriend who could fanny fart at will.
Oh my god, that's a skill.
It's not really a skill. It's
Yes,
just,
it is.
you know, it's using your muscles properly.
Yeah. Well, how would you describe a skill?
How would I describe a skill? Something you're good at.
Yeah, and she's good
And she's good at farting at will. Yeah, okay. Lame claim movie fame. I was working on Spaceship at a studio last week. Oh, cool. The new Shepard rocket is safe as a rocket like can be. I don't know, the idea of going into space, like I'm not good on the ocean. No, I'm not I do not have sea legs. I'm a land person. So when I go out in a boat, I am petrified. So it's probably because I have a fear of drowning, but the idea of going into space where you also and definitely can't breathe on the outside of your little tin can, yeah, that's terrifying as well.
You're not going into space with me.
Oh God, no! You can go.
You can go.
I'm
You
not.
can go to super space.
No, I'm happy to do things on land. If it's land based, I'm fine.
I mean, what if we took the land and we lifted it into space? That seems reasonable.
Isn't that what we're on now?
I mean, in a sense, if you got on sort of the leading edge of the planet, you'd have to run to keep up. But you know, I feel like that would definitely do something. Yeah. What will do to her? Who do what to who? Why? If you don't like big spaces in the ocean, how do you fare in really small ones like caves and such?
Oh, I'm okay with caves.
Or tents. Tents are cool. Little closed-in spaces are usually pretty fun.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm not good with the main thing about the ocean thing is if I fall in the ocean, like I can swim, but the ocean is a lot stronger than me.
And full of sharks.
And there's waves and shit, and I will go under. That's what I have fear of drowning, so that's probably what that is.
I'm very much of a similar opinion to a few people, which is we have all the land. The ocean isn't for us.
Yeah.
Let's leave it the fuck alone.
Leave it alone.
You know.
There's a reason our ancestors came out of it.
Yeah. If you know, when a shark has killed a person, they go off and they fucking murder the poor thing. It's like you coming into my house and expecting not to get deaded.
Oh, for God's sake, Luminous.
What? Piper Perry is a young activist that... Piper Perry takes on 5 men. She deserves a med. Fuck's sake. Terrible, terrible, terrible person. Earth is a spaceship. Yes.
Apparently fanny farts or queefs are a niche kink. Unsurprising.
Everything's a kink.
But nobody seems to be interested in dick farts.
I bet you there's someone who is
I want to know if that's even like just for scientific purposes, I'd like to view that.
I mean, you could make a dick fart with a very literal blowjob. So you take it would have to be an uncircumcised penis, the superior penis, as we all know, and you'd inflate it like a balloon.
Oh my God!
And then you'd hold the tip, and then you squeeze the air out, and it would go, and that would be a cock fart. And you could probably do it
Oh
yourself,
my
but I don't
god,
think it would be quite as successful.
that is totally a kink, isn't it?
Yeah, someone would. Look, what I need. Okay, babe, don't freak out. But
Right.
I want you to blow. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to a hypothetical partner
Yeah, I'm not
that
gonna
the person with the kink is speaking to. So I want you to inflate the tip of my penis and then squeeze it. And she's like, I'm so into that. And then they lived happily ever after.
And they got married, had lots of babies, and it all began from inflation of the penis.
Penis inflation. I mean, there is that whole thing that is very strongly connected to the Sonic fandom. Is the nice way to put it, where inflation porn is a thing. The basics is that you get like a skin tight like latex suit, and then you put a pipe in it and you blow it up. Like, I could see that as being really entertaining. I couldn't imagine getting off on it. It just too fucking strange. Again, I've said it a million times before. Whatever you're into, you're into. Ain't gonna judge you for it, but I'm not gonna think that it isn't a bit weird. Thinking things are weird and judging them are two different things. Sussex only does whiskey penile farts. I'm not gonna pour the tip of my dick into whiskey. I'll be honest. It ruins the whiskey and it ruins the penis.
I like sex when it's hot and juicy, and you slap it on the bun and add pickles. Wait, this is a cheeseburger. I'm thinking it's a cheeseburger.
I do not support Cthulhu, and I am not an illithid. Anyone who says otherwise, and then I implanted a brain-eating tadpole in their brain, is obviously lying. I mean, why would they? If someone had a brain-eating tadpole in their brain, they'd likely say,
then you have not played D&D.
no. But D&D and the real life, I imagine a brain-eating tadpole would have eaten someone's brain.
Yeah, and you replace it.
With what? More brain.
Well, there's
cheese.
Intellect devourers basically are walking brains, and they replace other people's brains.
What do they replace them with?
Themselves.
So
they sort of like use them as a little shell, and they like get all cozy in there and become the other person.
So they only do this to one person?
Yeah.
So they're not like having a team.
There's usually lots of them doing it to other people, but they're like body snatchers. They take over.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah. I would say that's what that is. Oh my god, what an amazing movie! Oh god, not the Sonic fandom.
Hillary, my ex-girlfriend, could honestly fanny fart at will. We were teenagers. I did not appreciate it at the time.
Now it's fucking hilarious. D&D. Can I talk to the brain-eating tadpole? Yeah, basically. Speaking of D&D, for those of you who aren't aware, there's a new episode of Spoon Staff Stories out. You should go watch it. Yeah, I know. Ignore the sound of a person who doesn't like having people pointed their way. We could do a lot worse, like Ted Cruz. I mean, he did kill all those people.
Apparently, they might have actually discovered who the Zodiac killer actually was, and everyone's like, "Yeah, it was Ted Cruz."
Yeah, what are you talking
we already
about?
know this.
We've accepted it and we've moved on. I mean, he's got so many more faults.
I love it because on his Twitter he's like, "Could you stop saying that? I'm the Zodiac."
Could you stop killing all those people? What did they say to you when you were killing them? I looked down on them and I knew they were free. Pro tip, listerine. What?
What?
Does my breath smell over the microphone? I should hope not. It should only smell of whiskey and sadness. Now, the tadpole doesn't have intelligence until after it eats your brain. And then it's eaten it and digested it, and I don't think that's how intelligence works. Like, if a stupid person eats a brain, they're still going to be a fucking thick bastard.
They're probably going to get really ill from it.
Depends on the brain.
Mad cow disease.
Mad cow disease always sounded like just a really, really strong insult for a
Yeah.
Karen. So sick. Ever try the second TSR RPG, Gamma World? Words. That would be a no. And if it's like a tabletop RPG, then no, I haven't done that. The problem with me and anything that involves other people is I think you know where this sentence is ending, to be honest. Also, it's just me, but I don't trust people that go by their middle name. I mean, they're literally not using their name. They're effectively using your middle name as your name is like a pseudonym. It's just one that happens to be attached. I miss Vine. Without an app that lets me upload 6 seconds video, where am I going to post my sex tapes? Fuck's sake, dude.
Oh yeah, we renamed the kids as well because we got bored of their names.
Well, oh yeah, Boris and
That one changes a lot. Fred,
Federico, Hernando,
yeah.
Vasquez. They're quite Latin-y kind of names. It's mostly because I named the other one differently, and then I forgot what the name I used was. I just knew that it was Maracas. I am so smart that if people eat my brain, they actually do get smarter. That seems unlikely. That seems like something a flat earther would say. Then explain why I have the sudden urge to cry and drink milk when I eat the baby's brains. No. Yeah. I mean, what's that got to do with intelligence? That's just you taking on personality traits of a baby. Bebe. 2 cows in a field chatting. One says to the other, "Are you worried about mad cow disease?" The other says, "No, I'm a helicopter." I'm not using your version because that's just rubbish. A duck? I reckon a cow could think it was another animal. Because our cat totally thinks it's a person. And screams at me a lot. So she takes after her adoptive mother.
I don't shout at you much.
Yeah, you do. Scream at my penis.
The only time I ever shout at you is if there's a spider.
Yeah, mostly. And when she sees a spider, she goes, "Oh yeah," and goes back to sleep. Worst hunter cat ever. Not even a decent HK. Don't worry when it starts falling or failing. Failing, you'll be completely oblivious to it. Are you talking about my Bran? I imagine that when your Brian starts failing, it depends on the type of failure, because my Brian keeps failing to remember things, but it has done that for years. So, I'm just going to destroy it myself. Douse it in whiskey, then I'm not going to care. Cats don't think they're people. They think people are defective cats. No, our cat thinks he's a person.
She does.
She totally thinks she's a person. Just, you need to meet it, but not because that would involve a person coming to my home, and that's not going to happen. Make milk pops. I have done that in the past. They are as nice as they are disappointing. They're not very disappointing, and they're not very nice. Helicopter, you'll have the weird end of woke scolds on your case with that. I didn't say attack helicopter, if that's what you mean. I used to work with a guy called Ted, who was Polish. Guess his nickname? Sparky. He was an electrician. Thanks.
Oh, God.
I mean, all electricians are Sparkies, and all Sparkies are electricians.
I knew like 6 Sparkies.
Yeah. Or they'd be like Sparky John and Sparky Bill. And there's like, what about Thunder Joe?
Thunder Joe.
That's what I would be. And Lightning McQueen. No, that's a car.
If the rule was you're allowed to give yourself a nickname and it's not your mates that give one to you, What would you choose?
Oh, that's a question and a half. Um, somewhere between Big Dick McSwaggins
Yeah, obviously.
and Murderer Bill.
Murderer Bill. Fuck's sake.
Murderer Bill, of course, is the famous character from Pocoyo that is not mentioned during the intro. Jesus Christ, we watched a lot of Pocoyo when the kids were kids. When the kids were kids? When the kids were little baba people. Tiny humans. Yes. Blitz Wolfram.
That's great.
Oh, Thunder Richard. Thunder Dick. Okay, I like that. Polish guy here. The guy was probably named... Should I try that? Tadpoles. And used a short form to help you spell it. So he was called Tad. Wait, I'm home. I'm not wait. I don't wait. I go.
You're a big wit.
You're mean. That was what I was referencing. There was a reason you have a dedicated audience and I don't. Mea culpa. Wow, first time I received notice of a live stream from Sir Sig, and you're late. They're always at the same time. Okay, this is the thing that I get mad about. People are like, oh, YouTube didn't tell me. YouTube doesn't need to tell you. I put out all my content at exactly the same time every week. Videos come out at 8 p.m. GMT, or GMT plus 1 if we're in daylight savings, which we are at the moment. Going to be out of that soon, I reckon. I reckon by the fact that we will. And 9 p.m, same GMT bullshit, for the streams. Every week. For years. If you can't turn up on time, you're not fucking trying hard enough. Get good, scrubs. It's literally not hard. Someone was complaining to me that they kept missing the start of video. They wanted to get a first. And I was like, well, the video comes out at the same time. Oh, I wait for the thing from YouTube. I said, don't. Just go. It's there. 8 p.m. So easy. They're always at 2 p.m. my time zone. Is the only one Earth because the Earth is flat. I mean, that's true. I mean, isn't true. But yeah, don't rely on YouTube. YouTube is useless. I mean, I need to make
YouTube is useless because I get a notification for your video like a week later.
Yeah, days after the fact.
When you've already put the other one out.
You owe me to tell me. You get good. No. So Sick, do you think you might make a video game series? You know, like record yourself playing some. I mean, I've done some playing games, and sometimes I do it, but I get very fatigued with that, and I don't know.
Oh, I love it when he does games that are like Zelda, because you do all the voices for the characters, and it's really good.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that I could possibly do that, and maybe it'd be a bit of fun, but at the same time, it's probably not going to happen. Notifications are broken in YouTube. I'm infected with Pegasus or some common... What the fuck? I don't even know what you're saying there, dude. 1 p.m, the most important time... Oh, fuck's sake. But whatever. You know, if you want to be there on time, and it's not like at a time when you're asleep... It's the same time, always. It'll always be there. And if you want to turn up early, if you turn up within the first hour, I try to reply to every single comment. Right, it's on the hour. Are you wanting quits or wanting contins?
I want to go watch anime.
Oh, you want to watch Thingamabob? Okay, we're gonna fuck off then. So I'm gonna say thank you all for coming. I'm not going to say all over my face because that would be crude. And we will catch you next time.
All over my face.
I'm going to come in your shoes.
Oh, wow. The disrespect.
Can you imagine? All right, thanks. Bye.
Bye.